huge congrats on this, guys. I'm so excited to finally get to speak to you about it.
Likewise.
Obviously, one of my favourite bits of the movie is when Hiccup, like, intros everyone, like, the way Gobber's, like, the meat... What is it? You probably know about it.
Wait. It's the meathead with interchangeable hands. It's Gobber.
Yes,
He's been my apprentice ever since I was little.
Oh, I love that.
All of these finds.
I don't know.
It's amazing. I would love to know if you guys had to introduce each other in a sentence, what would you go for?
Oh, no.
I'm letting you go first. I want to see what you come up with.
This is Mason Thames, young heartthrob of our generation.
Continue.
Yet the world doesn't know that he is the world's pickiest eater I've ever met.
Whoa.
Ah.
I just don't like fish. I don't think
That's
that's picky.
it, is it? Is it fish?
In Norway,
Kinda
that's not.
is.
It's not ideal.
I know, we're in Oslo. You need to put
Yeah.
it together.
Okay.
Not ideal.
Nico Parker.
Yeah.
Absolute badass.
Yes.
Leader.
Thank you.
Not even as Astra, just as herself. She's fantastic. Very caring. And loves cookies.
Yours is really sweet. I take it back. He's not picky. He'll eat anything.
They're both equally amazing. I love it. I love imagining what characters would be like if they kind of lived now. And I'm assuming both of you guys are on TikTok. What do you think would be on Hiccup and Astrid's TikTok For You pages?
I feel like Astrid's would be like Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like a
No,
Is that
fixation.
not
don't
kind
at
of check
all.
out? But you know when it would be like,
I
what's my
genuinely
Roman
don't.
Empire? And then you would ask people's like boyfriends, like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You don't know that trend?
What kind of hole are you crawling out of the press? No, you don't know the Roman
Interesting.
Empire stuff.
Wait, are you talking about where it's like, what's your Roman Empire? Or it's how often you think about the Roman
how
Empire?
often do you think about? And I feel like Astrid's would just like it wouldn't even be that. It would just be the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
I feel like she would think of it often.
Yeah.
What would Hiccups be? How to make friends.
Giving people hugs in public.
Oh, yeah. Or
Yeah.
when people go up and they're like, can I take a picture of you? You know that
Oh
one?
yeah. I feel like Hiccup would have like
It was a
a
bit cute.
Hiccup would have like a dog.
It would like a
Like
lot of
him
dogs.
and his dog.
Oh,
yeah.
that's actually.
It would be like a big like probably like funny account just of him doing stuff with his dog.
That would be lovely.
that's all I
We
can
should just
imagine.
make them anyways for the next
Maybe we
movie. For
should,
the next
yeah.
movie. Obviously, Stoic's kind of like lifelong dream is to see the dragon's nest. You guys obviously get to go all around the world, but is there anywhere that you haven't got to see yet that is kind of like a lifelong dream?
Tokyo.
Yeah,
I really wanna go to
to
Tokyo.
go to anywhere in Japan. I
Yeah,
think would
seriously, it
be
would
like
be so fun.
an absolute dream.
And I was really upset when they were like, "Yeah, you're not going there for the press tour." And
I know,
Maybe
I
they put it in our contract for the second one.
I know.
I just want to go, or maybe we just go.
We should just go.
We
I
just
would
go,
love
yeah.
to go to.
I think Japan would like to meet you guys.
I mean, I'd
if
love
we
to meet
could.
Love to meet
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, amazing. I do have a really serious question to finish on. How do you guys get rid of the hiccups when you have the hiccups?
I think I'm really good at this.
I'm really good at
Okay.
this.
What
When I
do
answer
you
at the same
do?
time.
No.
3, 2, 1. Hold
Hold
my
my
breath.
breath.
Yeah, there we go.
But I think you need to be
Yeah.
really strict about how you like because I do.
I hold it
think,
until
okay,
I
what's
genuinely
the-
can't breathe anymore.
What's the technique? How
because
are
I think I don't actually know what
Already
hiccups
hold your
are,
breath on
but I
3.
remember.
Should we all hold our breath for the last 30
Yeah.
seconds?
You know what's so annoying now? Anytime I get the hiccups, I have to
You're like,
hide it
"Oh."
because anybody around me is like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you have the hiccups."
so
Like,
cliche,
please,
it's way
please
too
stop,
cliche.
Please, spare me.
Yeah.
I think holding your breath, but I do think kind of being if you try and like regulate your breathing, like big deep breaths first, and then on a big deep breath hold your breath. That I actually think is like
Okay.
I swear by it.
I'm gonna do that.
You just any holding your breath is fine.
I just hold my breath till I can't anymore. Stop.
Love
Stop
it. That's what
it.
I'll do the next time. Be
Stop
like,
it.
Nico Parker
Seriously.
told me,
To hold
big
my
deep
breath,
breath,
and then it
hold
won't work, and you'll be cursing me from far away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. I have to wrap up now.
Thank
That was
you
such a
so
pleasure,
much.
and enjoy the rest of your
Likewise.
time in
Thank you.
Norway.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. So nice to meet you. I'm hoping that some sort of purple one makes it in the next film inspired by this chat. But it's obviously been a minute since this came out. I mean, huge congratulations. It's brilliant. The people have been so complimentary, calling it like, you know, the best live action ever. How does that feel?
Thanks very much. Of course, it feels great. We just tried to make the best film we could make, and hope that hope the audiences came to it. But they are turning up, and they seem to like it. So, yeah.
Yay. Is there any
Hats
like
off to everyone.
Yeah, what's like the most surprising reaction that you've kind of heard to it?
Some people like it better than the animated film. But I never wanted this to be a replacement of the animated film, and hopefully, whichever you prefer or whichever way in, I hope it inspires you to want to read the books and see the other installments of the animated world or the live action. But I just the fact that it delivers all of the wonder and the emotion of the original, and even more so for some people because it's a bit more grounded. That's a great compliment to everybody involved.
Yeah, such a win. We're obviously here celebrating the home entertainment release, and I did get to watch loads of the stuff, and it's great. And I watched the 2 deleted scenes, Village Sneaking and Beach Break. I'm just so curious to know for you, like, how do you make the decisions on like what makes it and what gets cut, and how difficult was it to like let those 2 go?
Yeah, it's always painful. It's always painful to cut out scenes that you meticulously planned and shot. In both cases, I think they were beautifully performed and beautifully shot, and we had puppeteers working in both scenes as well. But at the end of the day, when you string the film together, it really is just sort of alchemy, and you have to listen to what the film wants. And if it's telling you it's too long in a place, then you really do have to kind of try snipping, painful as that is. But there's this old adage, and I believe in it, which is when in doubt, cut it out.
That's true.
And so we had to try snipping them out just to see if you missed anything in the storytelling, but narratively it continues on, and yet it feels so much lighter by having those pieces removed.
Yeah, it was nice to see them anyways, and kind of like where they would have slotted in, and it was kind of interesting seeing like the unfinished versions of them as well. I thought that was so interesting to see how it goes from like here to here. Just kudos, like you're amazing.
Yeah. I love all that stuff too. I mean, everything I know about live action filmmaking comes from watching behind the scenes documentaries and bits from bonus content of other movies.
Really?
So like I'm such a nerd for that stuff. I love looking at all the details, the unfinished.
Yeah, did you have like a favorite like behind the scenes growing up that you're like fascinated by?
Maybe strangely, one of the ones that always sticks out to me is Magnolia. I love, because it was very gritty, it was very honest. The whole sort of documentary of how that movie was made, it felt like you were there and you were part of it. So I really love that, and I love the Lord of the Rings appendices as well, because they really go into detail of how everything was put together.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. The live action, obviously the big change is that it kind of explains that like Stoic and his clan like travel the world, and that's why we see so many different cultures represented. I'm so curious to know from you, like, why was it important to make that change?
Well, in the animated movie, there is no sense of why the Burkians are on the island. Why they came, why haven't they left since it's beset by dragons. And so this seemed like an opportunity. If we were going to revisit the story, why not add to the mythology? And we know that Vikings traveled far and wide. They were in the Far East, they were in North Africa, they were in the Silk Road. That's a given. But what was interesting was to discover that most of these other cultures have dragon legends of their own. Not just in the Far East, but even in Africa there are dragon legends. And so what if dragons were a problem everywhere? And the Vikings in their travels recruited the best dragon fighting warriors from all these different tribes as a task force.
Yeah.
Let's take out a major dragon's nest for the benefit of all of our cultures. And here they are, generations later, they still haven't done it. So it adds to the urgency and the stakes of the story to have Stoic be the present chief trying to keep a dispirited group of people together for one last go, one last winter, and then he's got this nuisance of a son who keeps making matters worse.
Yeah, I mean, it does certainly like expand things for what's possible for like second, third, who knows how many movies.
Yeah.
And congrats on the second movie already. Like everybody's so excited to see it. I saw that you said that you might like make some changes to things that you regret. Any examples of one thing you regret?
Well, it's just, I don't want to get into details because it's all malleable and I'm currently writing it. But I think the second movie has a few changes that were made quite late in the game. So I think about Drago Bloodfist, the villain character, how late he comes into the story. That's one thing I'd want to address just structurally, because I don't think it's the best way to introduce a villain. And there are a lot of things that are talked about but not seen. So I would like to sort of revisit that, all with the knowledge of having done the whole trilogy. There's sort of, you learn things about characters that you can now backfeed into the story, and along with other just expansions and explorations in different scenes.
Amazing. I'm so excited to see it already. Thank you so much. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
and
you.
congratulations.
Likewise. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See
Take
you.
care.